The truth is, most beginnings don't feel like the first line of a big story. Sometimes they just feel like stubbornness. In 2019, that stubbornness belonged to 7 of us, squeezed into a bare room, assembling half-finished prototypes, trying to turn what if into what next. Back then, the goal was simple, but ambitious. Could we design a truly Indian electric scooter, uncompromising in performance, accessible in price, and able to challenge even the global giants? That small team took the first Mark II prototype through failures most people never see, range targets nobody thought possible, and tough questions not only from the investors but from our own family members who wondered, why risk it all? Back then, nobody thought much about speed or acceleration in scooters. We didn't just close the gap on range, we raised the bar on performance as well. This was the first time an EV two-wheeler company focused both on range and quick acceleration as a core feature. The simple one was launched with a class-leading range of 212 kilometers. In just 2 years, we scaled from a handful of scooters a month to delivering over 1,000 units every single month. This rapid growth was possible because we built a completely vertically integrated systems covering both technology development and manufacturing. Today, we operate one of the largest manufacturing facility in the country. This progress, built on solid groundwork, has earned ongoing confidence from our investors who have chosen to reinvest as we expand. Their faith gives us the fuel to push boundary further. With this base firmly in place, we took on the challenge of mastering technologies many thought was beyond reach. Developing a heavy rare earth-free motor at scale was something no other Indian OEM had accomplished. As of this year, Simple Energy vehicle is powered by motor technologies developed entirely in India. This achievement has not only reduced our supply chain vulnerability, but has also given us a space to invest more heavily in research and development. We are progressing steadily towards our IPO, aiming to take the company to next level of growth and impact. But more than the milestone itself, what it stands for, the ability to fund new product and tech research, accelerate production cycle, and make India benchmark in clean mobility.
India believes in proofs, not promises. That is why we check, test, and validate everything before we believe it. At Simple, we do not just accept the mindset, we power this process. That's why Simple stores are more than just showrooms. When a customer walks in, he gets to experience the technology that powers the machine and experience the performance with no filters. We've scaled to more than 61 stores across the country with plans to expand to 150 stores by March 2026. More than 10,000 riders on the road, and we've delivered about 10,000 scooters while growing sales 125% year over year. Once we started expanding to new cities and towns, we realized how similar the core questions are everywhere. People want clarity. People want to know if the machine can handle Monday morning rush. We didn't just answer these questions, we built our support system around it. Customer support grew alongside our stores, roadside assistance, responsive service, and real conversations changed the way riders looked at electric mobility. Trust relies on one thing, the freedom. The freedom to go anywhere you want without having to look at the battery percentage every passing minute. That is why, with reliable home charging, we have partnered with public fast charging network as well. So you can go wherever you want, whenever you want. All of this reinforced one truth. Retail expansion is not only about marking territories on a map, but it is about being part of the local communities, standing with the customers and make them feel that electric mobility is the obvious choice, but not a risky experiment. So, the moment anybody wants to experience the Super EV, the next obvious step should be head to a Simple store and ride Untamed.
Evolution is always first seen as a rebellion. People often resist what they don't understand until it becomes a new standard. For us, it's always been more than just a ride. The one that fits into your everyday. The one you take when you need to clear a head or chase the rush that only a good ride can give. Everyone talks about power. We talk about purpose. Every line, every edge, built to move with intent. 3 builds born from the same DNA, each shaped for a different kind of a ride. We didn't build it to survive the road, we built it to own it. Because rebellion isn't chaos, it's clarity at full speed. It's this mindset that shaped everything we do. Every decision that we take came from one question: what does a rider truly need? Piece by piece, we made it better. Every feature pushed further, refined until nothing held it back. 0 to 40 in 2.55 seconds, a 72 Newton meters of torque, an 8.5 kilowatt of peak power, and India's longest range scooter, 265 kilometers of IDC. Now that's some insane, uncompromised performance on Indian roads. People think freedom comes from a machine. It doesn't. It comes from the nerve to ride differently. Live untamed, ride untamed.
If an EV can handle all this, it can handle anything. The first generation Simple One proved that an electric scooter could deliver in these conditions. It earned its place on real roads with real riders. Gen 2 builds on that foundation with deeper engineering and deliberate improvements where they matter most: performance, durability, and everyday ease of use. And you can see that intent the moment you walk up to the Simple One Gen 2. The first thing you notice is sharper, more streamlined silhouette compared to the earlier Simple One's fuller, more upright stance. The front shroud and integrated fairing are more than just a design refresh. They are shaped to cut wind drag and keep the scooter planted and efficient at higher speeds, improving high-speed stability over the previous generation. Hidden in that front section are tailored vents that push air exactly where it is needed, over the HMI and the electronics, so the 7-inch display stays cool, bright and responsive even in peak heat or longer rides. It is the kind of detail you stop noticing after a week because it simply works. Move around the scooter and the theme continues. The rear shroud is cleaner and less cluttered than the earlier Simple One. The console switches sit exactly where your hands expect them to be, and the redesigned charging flap and integrated glove box with USB charging turn everyday interactions into something that feels more precise and far more considered. These are small touches, but for someone who rides every day, they add up quickly. When you look at the mirrors, the difference from Gen 1.5 is immediate. The new rearview mirrors are sleeker and more aerodynamic, reducing wind resistance while enhancing rear visibility, where the earlier design was more functional than refined. They are engineered with higher rigidity, so they vibrate less at speed and give a clearer, more stable view of the traffic behind you, especially on rough roads. Under that skin is where Gen 2 really steps up. The chassis has been reworked from the ground up. Structural joints and load parts have been optimized to deliver a 22% boost in rigidity and lateral stiffness compared to a previous generation, which means the frame flexes less when you accelerate hard, lead into a corner, or load up with a pillion. The result is sharper, more predictable handling that feels natural whether you are threading through traffic or holding a steady line at speed. Safety has moved up as well. Reinforced battery crash zones now deliver about 50% better frontal impact resistance than Gen 1.5, giving more protection to both rider and pack in the event of a collision. We have also focused on weight and balance. by reducing overall vehicle weight from 137 kg to 129 kg on the 5 kWh variant and optimizing weight distribution. The Simple 1 Gen 2 feels more agile at low speeds and more reassuring at higher speeds. In gradability tests, with 2 people on board, the scooter clears an 18-degree incline ahead of key competitors in its class. The work on dynamics does not stop there. A revised tyre compound with a stiffer carcass improves high-speed stability and reduces wobble compared to the earlier setup. Gen 2 delivers a 0 to 40 km/h sprint in 2.55 seconds, with braking distances from 18.49 meters to 19.6 meters, depending on the variant, with approximately 0.9 g of deceleration. That combination of quicker acceleration and strong, controlled braking is what gives the scooter its confident character on the road. Performance, however, is only useful if the rider is comfortable enough to use it every day. So we took a hard look at ergonomics. We lowered the seat height compared to the earlier Simple 1, making the scooter easier to manage for more riders when stopping, parking, and moving the scooter in around tight spaces. The seat foam itself is sportier and stiffer than the previous generation. So you sit on the scooter, not in it, which gives better feedback and control in fast direction changes without sacrificing comfort over longer distances. Suspension has been retuned to be forgiving at low speeds and more planted at higher speeds, with separate tuning for compression and rebound at different speed ranges. In practice, that means potholes do not punish you, and the scooter still feels solid when the road opens up. At the core of any EV is the battery. With Gen 2, we've made one of the biggest jumps in our hardware story. The Simple 1 Gen 2 runs a 5 kWh single fixed battery pack, engineered to be lighter, denser, and more efficient than the previous generation. Pack energy density has gone up from 152 Wh per kg on Gen 1.5 to 167 Wh per kg on Gen 2, while overall pack weight has dropped from roughly 34 kg to about 30 kg. You get more usable energy in a smaller, lighter pack. On the road, this translates to IDC range of 265 km on the 5 kWh variant, 236 km on the 4.5 kWh variant, 190 km on the 3.7 kWh variant, compared to 248 km IDC on Gen 1.5 on the earlier flagship. A jump of roughly 17% from the main Simple 1, without asking the rider to change their habits. The pack sits low in the floorboard, which helps keep the center of gravity down and contributes directly to the stable, easy handling feel that riders notice even at parking speeds. Driving all of this is our in-house battery management system. Gen 2 introduces a significantly upgraded BMS with a new microcontroller, more memory, and an improved analog front end, and is backed with IP67 water and dust resistance for the pack itself. Gen 2 also introduces a fully serviceable BMS window. That may sound like a small mechanical detail, but it matters. Practicality has always been a core part of the Simple 1 story, and Gen 2 strengthens that. The scooter offers 35 liters of boot space, enough for a full face helmet and additional daily essentials, together with a boot lamp that actually makes a difference in basements and low light. Pair that with the front glove box, the USB port, and flat, usable floorboard space, and you get a scooter that is not just fast and efficient on paper, but genuinely easy to live with. All of this hardware is important, but on its own, it's only half the story. What makes Gen 2 truly different is the software stack that ties everything together. We call it Simple OS. It is a 6-layer architecture that starts with hardware and firmware at the base, moves through the system intelligence and operating system, and extends to edge computing on the vehicle and cloud connectivity above it. The key idea is simple. Critical decisions happen on the scooter, close to the rider. Simple OS processes ride data, traction conditions, and energy usage in real time on the edge, So features like traction control, regenerative braking, and range optimization respond instantly, even in low network conditions. The cloud then takes care of long-term learning, over-the-air updates, diagnostics, and integration with the Simple Connect app. You experience Simple OS through the way the scooter behaves, not just through the menus. Start with EcoX and Sonic X, the two new riding modes at the center of Gen 2 experience. EcoX is an intelligent range optimizer. It looks at your throttle input, your speed patterns, and your riding environment and adjusts acceleration in real time to extract more distance from every charge without making the scooter feel dull, while still offering 265-kilometer IDC figure on the 5 kilowatt-hour. On the other end, Sonic X unlocks the full performance of the Simple One with a top speed of 115 kilometers per hour on the 5 kilowatt-hour, up from the earlier top speeds of Gen 1.5, while still maintaining the high-speed stability we engineered into the chassis and the tires. It is not just about going faster, it is about going fast in a way that feels controlled and predictable. Beyond these, a 4-mode traction control system and 4-level regenerative braking bring a new level of sophistication to electric scooters in this segment. Traction modes adapt power delivery for rain, everyday road use, sportier riding, or loose surfaces, while region modes allow riders to choose how strongly the scooter slows and how much energy is recovered each time they roll off the throttle. It is a quiet, constant loop between your inputs, the software and the hardware under your feet. In rain mode, the traction system smooths out power delivery to maximize grip on wet or slippery roads. Road mode is tuned for everyday city riding, delivering a predictable ride you can trust. Track mode sharpens throttle response for quicker acceleration, and rally mode optimizes traction on loose or uneven terrain without compromising control. Together, these 4 modes let the riders pick the character of the scooter for the conditions they are actually riding in. The 4-level region system works the same way for deceleration. Level 1 offers light, almost seamless deceleration for relaxed cruising. Level 2 adds a bit more braking force for daily use. Level 3 gives a firmer, more responsive feel, ideal for confident city commutes. Level 4 delivers the strongest region, recovering the most energy. 2 forms of cruise control round out this layer. A standard mode for highways that lets you hold a steady speed, and a metro cruise control tuned for city traffic that dynamically adjusts to your braking and throttle in real time. Long rides become less tiring, and even dense urban traffic feels a little more manageable. On the software side, features like drop save, super hold, and rapid brake add additional layers of safety. Drop save cuts motor output if a fall is detected, preventing unintended motion. Super hold keeps the scooter steady on inclines without rollback. And rapid brake flashes the brake light rapidly under hard braking to warn vehicles behind you. These are the kinds of systems you hope you never need. But you are glad to have them when the conditions get unpredictable. Beyond these core safety systems, Gen 2 introduces a complete suite of advanced features. Super Hold technology prevents the scooter from rolling backward on inclines when you come to a stop. Incognito mode lets you disable location tracking for privacy. Speed limit allows you to set maximum speed caps. Limp home mode activates if there's a system fault, limiting power but getting you safely to a charging point. Crawl mode engages in sticky situations where precise, low-speed control is critical. Forward and reverse modes give complete directional control. Exit lights automatically turn on as you approach the scooter, and Guide Me Home lights illuminate your path when you're walking alongside the vehicle at night. The human-machine interface is where all of this becomes visible. On the Simple One 5 kilowatt-hour, you get a 7-inch TFT cluster, available in touch and non-touch variants. The touch-enabled version runs an Android-based interface with a 64-bit Core Cortex A53 processor, now clocked at 2 GHz, 2 GB of LPDDR4X RAM and a 32 GB of storage, making it feel as responsive as a modern smartphone. The non-touch variant keeps the same clarity and core information with physical controls for riders who prefer a simpler interaction model. Both are now IP65 rated and calibrated for visibility even in the bright sun. This is also where ALS, auto brightness, comes in. The cluster uses an ambient light sensor to automatically adjust screen brightness in real time, so the display remains readable in harsh midday sun and soft on the eyes at night. The level of adaptive brightness is something almost no scooter in the world offers today, and it is now standard on the Simple One Gen 2. On top of that, Simple OS introduces a refreshed UI skin, a new visual language for the HMI that is cleaner, more intuitive, and designed specifically for two-wheeler use. We've also added dark mode and light mode themes with automatic time-based switching, interactive widgets for touch variants, and real-time notification for alerts, errors, and warnings. Navigation is built in and tuned for EV use. Maps load quickly, zoom and pan without lag. Bluetooth connectivity lets you manage calls and music from the handlebar, so you stay connected without compromising control. The HMI also features document storage on the 5 kWh variant, so you can keep digital copies for registration, insurance, and service documents right on your dashboard. Riders can also manage tones for different notifications, set speed limit thresholds, and access vehicle status check diagnostics directly on the display. Notifications bring messages to the screen. Passcode unlock adds security, and parking mode helps with parking guidance. One feature that stands out for many riders is the efficiency graph. It continuously analyzes how you accelerate and brake, how smooth your inputs are, how fast you tend to ride, and turns that into real-time feedback on your consumption. Over time, those small adjustments you make, guided by the graph, add up to noticeable gains in range. Beyond the scooter, the experience extends to your phone and your watch. The Simple Connect app gives you live status of your scooter, state of charge, charging updates, ride statistics, and service information. It also brings in features like theft and tow alerts, Ping My Scooter, geofence, and time fence controls, super share, live location sharing, push navigation from phone to scooter, roadside assistance access, and live vehicle status including state of charge, mode, and range. Theft and tow alerts instantly notify the user through the mobile app if the vehicle is moved, towed, or tampered with without authorization, so you are never left guessing where your scooter is. Ping My Scooter is for those moments when you are lost in the parking lot. You simply ping the scooter from the app and it will light up or honk to call you over. With geofence, you can set virtual boundaries for your scooter and get notified if it goes beyond the safe zone you define, which is especially useful when the vehicle is used by multiple family members. Time fence lets you set specific time periods when your two-wheeler can be used. If the vehicle is used outside these times, you receive an alert, helping you monitor and control its usage. Ride Statistics allows users to download the ride summary report of the last 30 days, while Trip History lets you view each ride's duration, efficiency, start and end points, and distance covered. SuperShare lets you share live vehicle data like battery, top speed, range, and location via a secure time-limited URL, so friends and family can stay updated with ease and transparency. Live location sharing shares your live ride location with friends or family so they can track your journey in real time for peace of mind. Push navigation sends routes directly from your phone to your scooter's dashboard for seamless, turn-by-turn guidance. Roadside assistance gives you immediate help on the road for emergencies like breakdowns, flat tires, or towing. The support team is just a call away, with live vehicle status visible in the app. Additional app features include OTA updates for the entire vehicle software stack, telematics agent for vehicle health monitoring, garage mode to manage and configure multiple vehicles, trip memories and achievements to celebrate your riding milestones, and real-time charging updates. You get smart charging recommendations to optimize battery health, and Apple Find My integration on supported devices, and Alexa skills for voice control. The companion watch app is built for quick, glanceable control. You see key information such as odometer reading, current ride mode, state of charge, charging status, and projected range in the selected mode right on your wrist, along with critical alerts when they matter, making it perfect for quick commutes and long journeys alike. None of this would matter if the scooter could not stand up to the realities of Indian roads and weather. That is why testing and validation have been as important as design and code. Gen 2 has gone through extensive endurance testing at our world-class test facilities and on public roads, covering significant distances across heat, rain, rough surfaces, and water wading up to 300 mm. Simple One Gen 2 comes in 3 distinct variants, each one engineered for different riding priorities. Simple One S 3.7 kWh, our accessible entry point, with a 3.7 kWh battery delivering IDC range of 190 km, 0 to 40 km acceleration in 3.0 seconds, and a top speed of 90 km an hour. This variant prioritizes accessibility and practicality. It features an ARM Cortex M85 processor at 480 MHz, 8 GB storage, a 7-inch TFT non-touch display, an IP65 ingress protection, and turn-by-turn navigation, and is ideal for daily city commuters who value ease of use and straightforward performance. The motor delivers 6.4 kW peak power, 3.5 kW continuous power, and 52 Nm peak torque with level 1 regenerative braking, providing smooth, predictable control in urban environments. Simple One 4.5 kWh and 5 kWh, the core of the lineup, with 4.5 kWh and 5.0 kWh single battery options delivering IDC ranges of 236 km and 265 km, 0 to 40 km per hour in 3.3 seconds for 4.5 kWh and 2.55 seconds for 5 kWh, and top speeds of 90 km per hour for 4.5 kW an hour and 115 km per hour for the 5 kWh. These variants balance everyday usability with serious performance. Both use a 64-bit quad-core ARM Cortex-A53 processor at 2 GHz, 2 GB RAM, 32 GB storage, and a 7-inch TFT display with IP65 protection and inbuilt maps, and access to full 4-level region and traction control, making them the sweet spot for most riders. The motor produces 8.8 kW peak power, 4.5 kW continuous power, and 72 Nm peak torque, delivering strong, confident acceleration in Sonic and Sonic X modes. The Simple One lineup now features 3 stunning colors. Sonic Red, a bold, vibrant red that commands attention while maintaining sophisticated undertones, perfect for riders who want their scooter to make a statement on the road. Aero X, a premium, contemporary grey that conveys efficiency and modern engineering, sleek and timeless. This finish works with every rider's style. Asphalt X, a deep, dark grey with subtle metallic undertones that captures the essence of raw performance. For riders who already know the Simple One, the leap is unmistakable. And for those considering an EV for the first time, this is proof that it can be powerful, practical, and genuinely built for India. Now that you know what sets Simple One Gen 2 apart, it's time you experience it yourself. Ride Untamed.
All right. Audience, there we go. Full lineup. Did you like it? Come on, I cannot hear you. Beautiful machines. Really beautiful, right? The proportions, the finish, the attention to every detail. This is precision engineering on display. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up. Come on. This is what Simple Energy's been working on. Every product that takes performance seriously. A product is only as strong as the vision behind it. And the man who led this vision, who pushed the boundaries of what an Indian EV brand could be, is here with us tonight. May I take the honor again to welcome the supremely talented founder and CEO of Simple Energy, Suhas Rajkumar. Sir, on stage, please.
Thank you so much, everybody. I hope you got an answer what we were up to. The first, 212 was the first, 248 was the first, 265 is also the first. We are watching, we are innovating, we will always keep pushing the needle up. Now everyone must be thinking, what exactly is the price for this? 2 lakhs? 2.5? 1.8? So many changes, so much range, so many features, so many class-leading features out there, and people must be wondering, of course, they must have increased the price. No, we haven't. We haven't. Any guesses? Any guesses? It starts at 139,999 only. That is where our innovation stands. We don't want to build cost for the consumer. Our factories, our R&D teams, our flows get the cost down, and we can offer scooters at an affordable price that every consumer can access. You don't have to be super rich to buy a simple one. You all have to be someone who loves riding, who loves to be untamed on the road. That's Gen 2 for you. Thank you. Now, I know everyone is expecting, okay, it's done and we're going home. We have one more thing. One important thing that we have done in the last 5 years. That is pushing the limits every time. And this time, we are pushing the graph by way, way higher that no competitor, no company out there has ever achieved. That is what Simple Ultra is going to do for you. Gen 2 is our answer to what existed. This is our answer to what's next. What you're about to see is an evolution in electric performance, and it's going to change what you think is possible. The Ultra carries the heat of molten copper beneath a radiating tangerine skin, a mica-layered finish that ignites at dawn and deepens into a burnished metal at dusk. Machine this striking demands performance to match. 0 to 40 in 2.77 seconds. The Ultra doesn't just accelerate, it rips the air open. Beneath the frame sits a massive 6.5 kilowatt-hours of unshackled potential. With so much of energy packed in Ultra, what's the range, you may ask? Is it 250? Is it 300? Is it 350? No. It's massive 400 kilometers of IDC range. Yes, 400. That's just not distance. It's the death of all boundaries. This isn't for everyone. It's for those who refuse to stop at good enough. You can be among the first to experience the Ultra. Own the peak before it's gone. So, everyone asked, what's the next benchmark? Presenting you all, simple Ultra. This is just not a machine. It's not a benchmark. It's the definition of what EVs are supposed to be in India. And this will innovate, inspire generations to come that what you can achieve in a single form factor. We introduced India's first 5 kilowatt. We are introducing India's first 6.5 kilowatt with, you heard it right, 400 kilometers of IDC. That is not just India's first, it's world's first scooter that can offer a 400 kilometers of IDC. Thank you so much. आया बैठ जाओ. So, there's one more thing that is there. We are not done yet. There's one more thing. So everyone talks about safety, everyone talks about how a scooter can go from this to that. Everyone talks about range. We have been speaking this from day one. There's one important thing that a customer wants today. What's the warranty? We decided that Simple will introduce industry's first lifetime warranty in all our scooters. That's the first, again. Now that's a wrap. Thank you so much.